consume me. I let it control me. I'll always be lonely. I'll never be fine. If life is a movie, it's always so boring. Where is the story? I hope it gets better with time. Yeah, I hope it gets better with time. Yeah, I hope it gets better with time. Don't look back when I call ya, but does that mean that you don't care? Go back to when I saw ya, your beautiful eyes with a deadly stare. You think I'm stupid, but I get it now. How long can we make this go? It won't hurt to let it out, baby, cause I got to know. Don't break away, cause I want to stay, cause I want to stay. Don't break away, cause I want to stay, cause I want to stay, cause I want to stay. Don't break away, cause I want to stay, cause I want to stay. Don't break away, cause I want to stay, cause I want to stay. I let it consume.
All right, so welcome to RVE. Shout out to everyone tuning in. It's your boy Silent, and I'm here with my boy Frosty. We have some good matches lined up, man. Why don't you run us through the card, Frosty?
All right. So first and foremost, we have Silent Death, who appears to be a Wagner player, playing the best Wagner color, by the way. Just a heads up. I just want to put that out there before we get everything started. And versus Syro. Now, if anybody knows how to actually say Syro's name, please give us a heads up. We're only shortening it due to the fact that Hooked on Phonics didn't actually work for me as a kid. So Syro
Facts,
will be
bro.
what Syro
Facts, bro.
will be what we're gonna go with, and they are a Nanase player. And then on the second half of the card, we have Overlord Mitch bringing the Orie versus Caleb bringing in Eltnum. So swords versus guns. By Mugen rules, Overlord Mitch actually has the advantage here.
That's
But,
fair. In real life, I mean, like, the gun's gonna smoke, bro. Like, that's all I gotta say.
Listen, I gotta say, time and time again, I don't know, man. Virgil shut guns
that's
down.
fair.
You know what I mean?
That's fair.
Dante carries both.
I gotta give you that one. But we're gonna go straight into it. So Wagner versus Nanase. Shout out to my boy Silent feeding stuff here. I'm kind of biased because like he's the same tag as me, so like I kind of have to root for him. But, like,
it's Silent Pride? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, bro, that's what it is. So like Wagner versus Nanase, I feel like Wagner wins this.
Okay.
But like Nanase surprisingly has some ways to deal with some of Wagner's tools.
Mhm.
When I watched like Ishigata play Red Blade at Evo, like there would be instances where like Red Blade would do shield buff full screen, and Ishigata would just set up a projectile. And he would run, like, he would use that as cover. So in case, like, Red Blade is shield bash, Ishigata would, like, just follow through and, like, have a button behind it to, like, suck it up.
Okay.
It was pretty consistent. Or, like, he would space so well to make, like, a shield buff with Unleashed coordinate.
Okay. I mean, so it feels like it's going to be a matchup of footsies. And I kind of get that impression also. 5B, for example, is going to be able to contest a lot of Wagner folks at that particular range. It's such an amazing button. But out the gate, you know, Syro starting it off doing really well. But now Silent Death trying to change it up. Trying to push Syro all the way to the corner, but ends up side swapping. Okay, we're back mid-screen, and Syro gets a hit. Okay. Knockdown. But
good pressure. Yeah, it should be killed.
Yeah, that's gonna be the rest of it. The 2B connected, wasn't much left on there. Syro's pressure is actually really good. I like the execution with these fadeaway fireballs. That's actually not a super easy maneuver to perform as consistently as it is.
A good 6B challenge though. I think Silent Phoenix has like gotten a read on like how he's pressuring, so that was a really good challenge. Shield buff. Okay, 60 hits. I think that was like a net in the box. It's first to 7, like anything goes.
Absolutely, cashing out. We trying to get the dub. We'll apologize later. 6-6-C. Okay.
This ain't gonna kill me. He's gonna get double buff. This is not a good situation. All right, pressure. Yeah, that's. And he has CS to cover that as well. So that was still gonna be his turn regardless. So pretty good follow up to that first round by Silent Phoenix and big 60 again.
I was about to say, speaking of follows, what? How did we get here to like a 6-6-C all the way to the corner carry, and then we eat a 6-C right after that?
That's Wagner, bro. It's mid. It's blocked.
Stop it.
60
Stop it right now. Stop it. I hear this from all the time from Red. I hear it all the time from Red Blade. No, I don't want to hear this from you two.
Bro, hey, I'm just saying the facts, bro. Like I'm stating the opinion of the people. All right.
Of the Wagner playing people.
Hey,
this is Phonon talk. This is Phonon talk,
bro.
Being applied to Wagner.
All mids, bro. All mids.
This is actual like. Y'all don't screen who y'all put in the commentary booth before y'all actually pick what like y'all just everybody get in here and get to talk, huh? I should know better because y'all let me in here like 5 times. But all right, so nice adjustment made from Silent Death. I like to see Syrorin start exercising, like I said, that 5B, playing a bit more footsies. Gets to connect about after adjusting the hitbox on the
6B challenge has been like doing so much work.
6B is really fast, and it's a really good starter,
I guess takes the corner.
I'm gonna say gets the reset into the 6C, and yeah, it pushes all the way to the corner. Takes the shield buff right now. Time to exercise some oppression.
I mean, I'm liking the pressure structure. I mean, I'm liking the pressure structure. I don't agree with that CVO though. Unless he was going for like a burn route, you could do that out of CVO. That was just a standard combo.
I've actually been seeing Red Blade. I've actually been seeing like Red Blade go for CVO burn routes more. Is there any? Is it just a high amount of DPS, or like what's the deal?
So oddly enough,
okay.
Trill like gave him the idea at top, and like he immediately started implementing. So he could get since there's so much untech time after CVO, he could get double buffs and 2C for burn, and he'll and that damage stacks on top of the IW. So it's a lot of damage.
So it's ticking the whole. Yo, that's actually wild.
Yeah, it's actually really good.
That's actually wild.
Super good.
But you know what else is super good? I was just about to say this Wagner pressure, and then all of a sudden the 2A mash brings it down. I didn't even get to finish exercising the commentator's curse before it happened. I'm so sorry, Silent. All right. Nice 5A in the grab, base shield, and punishes. Okay. Misses the 6-6-C, misses 6-6-C, loses buff and positioning.
He did get the side switch. I thought he was so far.
I'll say, but it's so far from the corner. It's not. I don't think it was even worth it to side swap at that point. Probably should have just cashed out a little bit of meter, got a little extra damage on the end.
One more hit.
B fireball misses.
He could have confirmed that.
Yeah, that was a really sad miss on the force function though.
Oh, he didn't make it safe. I would like to see him. I like the idea, but I would like to see him like start CS in that, or at least like canceling it. Oh my god. Yeah, we disrespectful, bro. It's Netflix. You gotta do what you gotta do. It's a first or second. I respect it though. No shame. It's PSN, so like there was already no shame, but like the amount of shame is like in the negatives, bro. Because it's PSN.
Listen,
that's how crazy it is.
I have seen like 6-2A 6Cs. There's been no respect this entire time, bro. This is only the second game. But right now, Syrorin starting this round off. Started this round off really nice. Baited the green shield.
With the 2B. Oh, man. That's actually a super underrated
Wagner 2B?
Yeah, it's really like compared to like all her other normals. That normal is actually really good. Like it has a lot of range and it's a pretty good starter as well. Well, I think it's really good for like matching out too.
Well, I think the thing is probably like it's a good button, but it's just hidden in a in the fucking massive amount of great buttons that Wagner has. So it doesn't feel as good to use, even though it's still
really good. Yeah.
All right, gets the cross up dive, but it ends up trading.
This should kill.
Oh yeah! Oh, drops a combo
again.
Oh, another one.
That's gonna kill. That's gonna kill. Wagner has like super low health.
I mean, and it's an IW. This is like what 3.5K or some shit like that, like raw. This is gonna be a lot.
Wow.
3.7. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Pardon my assumption.
I mean, regardless of like how the regardless of like those wake up IWEXs, I have respect though because that was pretty bold. He's still making the adjustments though. I feel like if he wouldn't have made like those adjustments, he wouldn't have been able to take game 2. But you can see that he's changing a lot of stuff, like on defense. He's like really like his pressure is more like lax compared to game 1 because he knows Silent Phoenix is willing to challenge the 6B and like 2B and all that.
Well, I mean, if that's the case, then all he really needs to do is if he's willing to challenge with those things, he just needs to tighten down. I would say tighten down the gaps in his block strings. But right now, let's see if he can make the adjustment. I feel like he took that on the back of 2 really hard guesses. Yeah. I don't even think that those were reads. Those were like really hard desperation guesses. But right now, getting started really well.
Take it to the corner as well.
Oh, I mean, that's just Wagner though. That's every B&B is a corner. Every B&B is a corner carry, and it's still going to be over 3K. 6C. Syrorin, I don't think Syrorin has blocked a single one of these 6Cs yet. He's blocked a single one of those 6Cs. This is gonna
no DP on the 6C. Alright, here we go. Wow, that was pretty galaxy brain. I feel. But Sword card, this shit kill if they do a right combo. Here we go. There we go, nice.
Oh, no chain shift though. No chain shift though. Yeah. We gotta cash out on that. Oh, we can take the grid with it. We can take the meter with us, but we can't take the grid. All right. Sword card. Wow, sword card from the 3-point line. No, fuck that from the half-court line. Shit.
I mean, in theory, it makes sense. Maybe it's to stop like 4-point something like that. So it kind of makes sense. And they had meter to cover that as well to make it safe. So I respect like the Alright, did you see plus frames? Wow, are you kidding me? We just did walk up. We really did walk up 280 like that. And I mean, it's low. Like, why are you saying that?
Absolutely. Alright.
Down, one more hit. Nice, that should be it. Alright, so Syrorin making these, or Syro, my pronunciation is like kind of bugged, so I'm just keeping to that. So Syro, really good adjustment. They're like pressure and what they're doing in neutral to like mitigate like Wagner trying to do like buff and all that stuff is really working out well. Silent Phoenix, I mean he's still playing really well. Maybe some like unfamiliarity on like the Nanase matchup.
Yeah, I mean
it's really competitive.
I would say I wouldn't doubt it. I really like to see Silent stop doing stuff like that. Like so Silent's been opening up 660 a lot, not really just playing footsies like with the 5Bs, 5As, things like that. But maybe play a bit more footsie, stagger a little bit more, try and bait these green shields. Gets rewarded for patience. Absolutely gets rewarded for the patience with the 6. I mean with the 6.
And they're gonna get punish or not.
Nope. Oh, empty jump low. Okay. Gets opened up. What kind of damage are we looking at here? What buff we're taking? We're taking the shield buff. Just wants to continue to oppress. Have the shield buff
this
right there. Oh yeah, that's the rest. 6C.
Oh no, drop. 6B the god. Like if it went in doubt, just press that shit when you're blocking. It's what is that shit like 7 frames or something?
No. I believe it's like 8 frames. Yeah, 7. Her 5B is 7 frames.
Oh yeah, 5B. I mean that button's crazy good too.
Yeah, just doing it on the foot, but right there we get a conversion off the 6B.
He dropped it, but he still has his turn. Bad drop though.
Yeah, I think that's one of the Silent's biggest issues that's kind of biting him in the butt right now is just dropping a bunch of combos. But connects with the 6C, 2AD. So Syro, what do you feel happened with Syro that game? What could Syro have adjusted? Do you think just got cheese? Do you feel like it was just defense?
I feel like Silent Phoenix's pressure in that game in particular was just like he was just so content on like trying to bully his way in. And I feel like Syro really like couldn't get their game plan started. I mean that's kind of what Wagner does though. Like she kind of like what she likes to bully her way in.
Yeah. So
to speak, and like she really wants to smother you with offense.
Absolutely.
I feel like that's the thing she excels in the most, is just not letting you play your game. With throws plus.
I would say starting up, double throw. All right, 6B again. Oh my gosh.
That was a good 6B.
It's finding its home so much. I'm not surprised Silent continues to go to it. It's probably the button I think is connected the most right alongside 6C.
This should be it. Okay, or not.
Is it? I was about to say, is it? I'll say 6C, because 6C is going to scale pretty hard. Gets the sword card, that's 7 frames start up.
Well, he could have CBO'd, he had 4 frames.
Wait, I didn't think he had meter after he spent it on the... Yeah. And then force functions through the projectile, and even if he would have ate the projectile, he would have been able to cancel into a...
he would have shield bashed like torpedo.
Absolutely, because force function upon erasure of a projectile is cancelable. So assault JC connects into the 6C. He's just abusing this 6C right now. All these resets are going. He's just going for pure resets, not even paying attention to the confirms. Just going straight for the 6C, and it's paying off.
Nice. I feel like 3C would have been better, but still take it far.
Okay. All right, pushing towards the corner. All right, pushing towards the 2A connects, doesn't find anything off of it. Run up to AD, doesn't change shift.
Yeah, that's minus on block, so I'm kind of surprised he didn't CS that. Maybe he just committed to the fact that he dodged.
Probably wanted to hit and then was gonna change shift if it did connect, and then just decided to hold on to it since 1 AD is safe.
No CS. So another thing I noticed about Syro is like so when they're blocking on defense, I haven't really seen Silent Phoenix has been using CS. But like Syro, like I don't think they established like wake up CS at all this set. And even then, like they haven't been like CSing through like block strings as well. I feel like they can like start adding that to like their defense. Because like that takes a lot of stress like when blocking like
absolutely
CS or like using guard thrust, which hasn't been used at all this set.
I would say I don't think either player's been using it. Tries to go up, trying to start this offense, trying to start this round with some nice offensive momentum. Short card gets blocked, gets the dash through. Pardon my shield. All right, all the way in the corner, 3.2 K.
Again.
Like he's going for the shield buff. I would say he's going for the shield buff consistently because he's able to go for these force functions, and Syro's never like trying to throw him out of the force function, never trying to respond to it at all. Just kind of just eating those. Every overhead is just landing.
All right, so I'm not liking. All right, so I'm liking Silent Phoenix's offense, but like some of these enders and these routings he's doing. So he could have just did. I don't play Wagner, so I don't know like notation. But like after when you have slow buff, you go straight down to the drill. Nice. It'd be like 6-6C into like 6-6C into ADP into CDP, and that's like for like most damage you can do.
Oh, okay.
I would like to see him go for like that ender.
I mean,
J2 or 60, but that doesn't matter when you're in the corner against Wagner.
I was just about to say, like, does it matter when you're constantly like? I mean, of course, you wanna end the game in as few hits as possible, but look at this, perfected despite not having all the Wagner sauce. My man's finding these hits. These overheads are really landing, and now that since the overheads have been connected throughout the entirety of the set, the lows are beginning to open up, and now the lows are what's giving Syro here problems.
Like that's just the thing about Wagner is like her pressure is so strong, and like you have to consider so much stuff. Like, whether she'll like force function. Well, on net play, it's like a different environment though. Like it could even be like more rough. Like you would have to worry about like lows and like force functions.
I'll say now. Don't get me wrong. Overheads can be kind of degenerate on net play, but I feel Wagner 6C is probably one of the most telling buttons exactly in net play. Like I mean, even in just one of the most reactable overheads.
Yeah.
Right now, man, these throws are just breaking Syro down.
Like Silent Phoenix has been getting so much mileage off 6C. Okay, I'll agree with this.
Yeah, no, that was questionable. Even if you just wanted to go into the 236, you want to go into the 236E for whatever reason, you could have just done that. You didn't have to do that. And you would have still had access to the change. You would have been able to change shift, get one meter, all that goodness.
I like that. Wow, he could have got Syro could have got confirm off that. Bro.
Got it confirmed.
Rated sword card has a lot of untested. They could have followed up with like 2A or something. A lot of dots too. Maybe they're feeling nervous.
Yeah, maybe feeling a little uncertain. I think right now with Syro, I don't think Syro is really paying attention to the confirms at this part. The bar is not there. Right now, Syro's just trying to establish pace.
There we go.
Trying to establish pace.
The overhead, especially when you have CS, that's a really good option.
Absolutely. I like sword stab. Sword stab has so much extra block stun on it. Like once you change shift it, I think it's actually her highest. Her highest frame advantage move if you change shift the sword stab. But right there, East 6C. I don't know what was trying to be pressed, but Wagner does not care. All right, push to the corner. Oh, misses the 660, so doesn't get the sword buff and actually ends up getting the challenge.
Oh no!
Tries to go for the eye wix.
They could have just punished that with 6C with like a 2A or something.
You
That was
know,
just
see the question I guess in that instance would have been, did you think was it still in recovery even
yeah.
when you whip it out?
Yeah, 60
Okay.
isn't really that good on whip. It's pretty bad on whip.
It's pretty
A
bad
lot,
on whiff, but you know, sometimes you have more plus. Sometimes a person has more plus frames than what you actually think they do.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially
But
when you're air teching from something.
like
Especially when you're air
oddly
teching from
enough,
something.
a lot of people don't know this, but
Okay.
Wagner's buttons in particular, as
Okay.
good as they are, one of like the few disadvantages they have is how big or not. Well, her box is pretty big, but a lot of her buttons are really like bad on whip, believe it or not.
Mm.
But stuff like 5C, 6B,
Actually,
6C are like really bad on whip.
see, me and you, we're gonna have to talk about that because her 5C is actually really good compared to most of the cast.
Nah, bro, I'm trying to tell you, it's
We
like,
can look at we can pull up the numbers. We can pull the numbers.
For another day, but that move is pretty bad. Like the hurt box on it is like gigantic.
Oh yeah, I'm talking about the recovery data though. But I mean, right now, you know, that's not important. Syro playing that
Yeah,
offense.
they bring the
finally
back. That's what's important, bro. That's what's important. These
Utilize,
adjustments.
yeah, utilizing the 5B and stuff like I was saying, needs to be established earlier. I think 5B needs to kind of set up the barrier for Wagner to not cross, and he has not been playing footsies with that button whatsoever. Trying constantly.
Nice, there you go.
And there we go. And this is what I'm talking about. This kind of stuff right here. 5B is just such an important part of Nanase neutral.
There we go. Finally, CS on defense.
Absolutely. Mrs. Jumps back, so didn't have the opportunity to actually punish that. I wonder if that was actually supposed to be a fadeaway, a fireball to attempt to catch a wake up mash. Doesn't get it.
Oh no.
Ends up eating
That's
60
the
for his trouble.
utility 60 should be used for like OS crushing and like frame trapping and stuff like that. So that was a good 60.
Absolutely.
I feel like that was a good 60 like in that pressure. The round start 60 one of her like best round start options.
I feel like Silent's going for that just a bit too much, and Syro could adjust the round start a bit by just neutral jumping. Just neutral jumping to dissuade that, because you'll get a punish out of it if you do. But right now, only person getting punished is Syro in this corner. Holy shit.
Okay, I kind of respect
I
that, Sibo. You get a setup off that. You get double up.
You
And,
do,
like, damage.
you do, but you're so far ahead, man. You're so far ahead. I
I
feel
mean,
like you could tell it.
mental damage up there. And plus, I mean, they're making this comeback.
Yeah. Nice 5B punish.
Yeah, that was a punish. That was a punish.
That was a nice 5B punish. But no, what I was gonna say is like right there, you're so far ahead, right? You're so far ahead right there, and you could have just waited like a couple more exchanges. You already know how well your pressure's been. Pretty much every time Silent has gotten Syro in the corner, they've been able to convert into some kind of damage. Their offense has been extremely successful. There's no reason to have to cash out on the Sivo that
Yeah.
early. I think they could have held on to that. But yeah.
I mean, regardless though, Silent Phoenix is on set point.
Absolutely. Silent Phoenix is on set point. Syro really needs to make something happen. I'm not sure what's missing at this point. I still think that they're not playing neutral as well as they could, letting Silent get away with being a little bit too predictable. But let's see if they can make something happen. That Abare is one thing I think that they're kind of missing a bit. They're finding so many hits because Syro does find hits, just not cashing out on them. Like, okay, there we go. Yep.
This should be it. That's a really good starter. Yeah, DP Ender's like her strongest Ender. Like that shit does so much damage for like some odd reason. Like it's ironic because like all of her other moves don't really do that much damage unless it's like a fat starter. Except like CDP Ender. 6B again, the god. That's like the god button.
6B and 6C have legitimately been doing pretty much everything, setting the tone throughout the course. All right, 62B. I don't know. I probably would have just changed it. The sword card looked like it was already done being active at that point.
So I think so Syro has been like canceling into the stash the majority of the time. So
better safe than sorry.
Yeah. So I think what would happen is, so I don't know if the frame down on her ADC. I think it's like what? 4 frames,
it's 5.
frames? Yeah, 5 frames. Yeah. So like I felt like in Silent, like Phoenix would have pressed the button between that gap, he would have got counter hit, and
Okay.
you don't want to get counter hit by Nanase like sword stab.
Of course not.
So
Like
I feel like
that's actually her best starter. That's literally her best starter.
So I felt like ADP was like the best scenario. Even if it lived, he would have canceled it into like J2 360 anyways.
That makes sense.
So like that, I felt like that was like the best like answer. But Syro, staying alive. I like what I saw that set. A lot of good adjustments.
Yeah, absolutely. Started playing a bit more. Started playing neutral a lot more. Started occupying space with the A fireballs a bit better. A lot of people heavily focus on B projectile, not realizing Nanase's A projectile is actually the real MVP. That button is so good. It's able to be used for all kinds of stuff. VO baits, pressure, it's plus and block strings. But let's see if Syro can continue to recreate that. Round start,
Ooh.
Assault J2C gets the grid break straight out the gate.
Oh, 6B again. Man, if I had a dollar for every time 6B hit the set, I swear I'd be driving this Lamborghini right now.
Oh my god.
That's how rich I would be.
He has definitely been cashing out on that 6B. You're not wrong whatsoever. Takes a sword dive. I don't see some of these routing decisions. Like you were saying before, some of the routing decisions are kind of iffy. Syro put himself on the shorter side of the screen right there, and I know that's not something Nanase necessarily has to do. All right.
See, I need to see that more during this set. I feel like when Syro like started doing that, I think he started canceling into EX or the game prior to this one, because ooh, that's another thing. Just doing sword card and no follow up into throw. That's another strong.
I'm pretty sure Syro in that particular instance wanted the 214 seed. I'm pretty sure they wanted the 214 seed. Was going to get away, be a little bit plus, but accidentally got his inputs crossed.
Nice CS. There we go.
All right, goes for the DP. Wasn't around to punish it. Didn't want to stick around and potentially eat that reversal. I respect it. Nice force function on the projectile. All right, Silent coming away with this Vorpal Cycle. Syro not actively trying to manage grid. That's one thing I'm kind of noticing is like I don't feel like either player in this instance is like actively managing the Vorpal Cycle. You know what I mean? A lot of times the primary decisions that they're making, they're like throwing each other and then winning Vorpal Cycles, maybe an assault still here and there, but nobody's concentrating, nobody's stopping routes early to concentrate. I think that would benefit Syro quite a bit. All right, ooh, this is the 660. Oh, and Nick gets 2A mash.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Syro, make it the comeback. Don't make it competitive. Don't make it free. That's all. That's what I like to say. Like, but when I see people make comebacks like this, like it's pretty satisfying to see. Cause
so what you're saying is you are expecting a comeback. That's what I'm hearing right
now. I mean, like I'm still rooting for my boy Silent Phoenix, but like I want to see comebacks. Like I want to see like this shit go to like the final game.
Okay. I mean, Syro making it happen. Syro on his way. This is what was he down 2-6? Now it's 4-6. All right, starts off with 2.
Oh my god, 6 the god. But like Silent Phoenix, he's not gonna make this free either. Like he's gonna make Syro earn the counter for sure.
Absolutely.
Meaty 6B. Why should I?
So Syro right now pushing a lot of buttons on Wake Up. I figured Syro would be playing a bit.
God.
No, I thought he was gonna cancel in the throw.
Oh,
I thought he was gonna cancel in the throw. No.
That route was kind of suspect, but like it's Wagner, like ICM. Like, that's one of her best starters. So that was gonna kill like regardless of the route. 2-2C to get butt. Blocking 60. Oh, you can't.
Oh, eats the force function though. Gotta be patient, especially when she's got those, especially when she has those buffs to exercise. All right, wish the 5B. Okay, this is Syro's turn to make something happen. Sets the B fireball, comes behind it with the sword
stab. He could have punished that. He shielded the stab.
Tries to challenge with the 5B. It's a 5-6C.
All right. Oh, ADP. Okay, I lied.
Okay.
Here we go. Oh no.
Followed from sword card. I'm pretty sure that was a TK fireball. And he wanted the projectile. All right. Sets the fireball.
That was actually a really good attack. Just stop the OP.
Oh, just trying to avoid. Syro's got.
I don't agree with that. He lost so much grid.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Syro's got to quit up back and cost himself so much grid in that situation, and he absolutely needs his Vorpal Cycles.
Oh my god.
These Vorpal Cycles. This is the last round, and that's the set. I was gonna say this is potentially the last round that that he's gonna be able to play. Vorpal Cycles are more important to him now than they ever were throughout the rest of the set.
Yeah.
And up backing and trying to just get away, is going to cost you so much grid, like you pointed out before. Um, just completely locked himself out of that vorpal cycle. Never gave himself a chance to win that one. But
Yeah.
Silent taking full advantage of what the situation that was given to him. Force function on the fireballs, force function in the cancel in the shield bash, just constantly chasing him down, never letting him get settled, and was able to take it on the back foot of his relentless pressure.
Yeah.
All right, good stuff. Good stuff to Silent. Good stuff to Syro. So what do you feel was like the big deciding factor? Like throughout the course of the set, what do you feel Silent did better? You know, like for the lack of better word, better than Syro. What do you feel Silent capitalized on through the course of the set?
I feel like the fact that like Syro like on defense really wasn't establishing like. So they started establishing like Wake Up CS on defense like later into the set. And even then, like Silent Phoenix's like offense, like he was just so content on like going in, like bullying his way in, because like in neutral, all Syro was really doing was just doing like setting a projectile, maybe an occasional sword card. So like he was content with just getting shield buff full screen and like shield bashing like his way in, because Syro really didn't have a consistent answer to it. Like he was just gonna let that shit slide all day. Like why? Like I said earlier, bro, like why stop what you're doing if it's gonna keep working?
Absolutely.
And like that's just an example of that. Like I'm gonna just go in, bro. Like Rich Homie Quan, bro. I can never stop going in, bro. Like that's all I gotta say.
So yeah, and I agree with you to a large extent. And one of the things that I really notice, and this isn't shots at any characters of particular players of particular characters, but I feel like in this game, some characters do some things so well that it's to the detriment of the actual player's ability to play the game sometimes. So for example, like what I mean by that is, say Gordo players at times, or Byakuya players. Some Byakuya players and Gordo players aren't as good at managing their grid just because they expect their characters to do it for them.
Yeah.
When we looked at the set with Syro, I feel like Syro's neutral was a bit lacking, because he basically just expected B Fireball to cover neutral, B Fireball and Sword Card to cover neutral for him. I think if I would say anything, to Syro, it would be, get more comfortable playing neutral with your normals, get more comfortable playing a bit of neutral with your normals, utilize those footsies, actually learn how to move via the ground, and realize that your character is more than just an amalgamation of specials. You got normals, you have a really great normal in 5B, 5C is really nice, your 5A goes really far. Utilize those buttons to actually play footsies.
Yeah.
But outside of this, it looks like we're getting the second one loaded up. We got Overlord Mitch in the lobby.
All right, so
of course the Orie player is the first one to show up. Okay, and then here goes Caleb. Okay, Caleb with the pull-up. I apologize. Right behind him.
So correct me if I'm wrong. I think Overlord Mitch is East Coast. I think.
You asking the wrong person.
Oh no, chat help me. From what I remember, Overlord Mitch is East Coast, right? And, but
Mitch is Idaho,
so like East Coast. Yeah, basically, yeah.
I was about to say East Coast. I would say East Coast. Only thing I don't know any East Coast players who don't say words. Like if you say words, if you're from the East Coast, I expect your words say an ability to be over 9,000. Like that's.
But who I do know is my boy Caleb plays straight out of Houston, Texas, with the Eltnum. I kind of have to be biased again because like I'm a root for my Texas boys. The only time I'll never root for Texas if like Canada's on the board.
Okay. I was about to say. What do you mean, Texas boys? Ain't you?
Sorry, Texas, but like
it's a whole
Canada
ass Canadian.
takes top priority in this house. Like I literally got the flag hanging in my room. Like no Texas flags in this building, bro.
That's actually crazy. Warren, what do you mean slander you, Warren? You know it's true. You know it's actual facts. Tell me one thing I've said that's a lie, and I will take it back.
I mean, you never said, you didn't say a lie, but you never said the truth. That's all I got to say.
See, I see you've been hanging with God too much. You starting to say words.
Bro, what you mean, man?
You heard it. You know exactly what I mean, bro. Listen, all right, we gonna talk about this after we talk about this set. This is top priority. So Overlord Mitch, I like that. So Overlord Mitch decides to be passive, just decides to down back and see what Caleb Plays brings. Caleb Plays is the one who decides to initiate the aggression.
And I feel like against Eltnum, Orie really doesn't have like too many good round start options. Like Thrust will win, and like the thing is, like she doesn't really have a box shot.
Yeah.
Like she kind of just has to hold it.
Yeah.
60
I mean,
ender for the reload, or no reload.
okay. Oh wow, gets hit with the assault JC. Even noticing after the CS, still gets hit with the assault JC right there. All right, 2-2-8. Oh, so one thing I wonder if Overlord Mitch tried to commit to a button that's too slow. In reality, I think Orie is 285 frames.
I think he threw like he stand type or something.
That's really weird, huh?
If he got counter hit, we would have knew it. Like if he pressed the button, if he got counter hit.
I thought he got hit with like a 5-8. I thought he got hit with an 8 button.
Oh, he did. Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
That's how you can't get counter hit with a normal in this game.
Oh wow, that was risky VO. I don't even know why Overlord Mitch. I'm kind of questioning that VO. It worked, but a little iffy. Oh man, why are you? I don't like. So he's committing a lot to the ult in neutral versus Eltnum. Despite the fact that he actually despite the fact he was actually the one with the vorpal right there. Could have change shifted, maybe slowed it down, kind of saw what was going on, and then went from there. But 623C connects.
And I feel like he should have went for cut and sync, but I mean he still has the corner though, so it's okay. A good backdash to me, that should be it.
Yep, that's definitely gonna be the rest of it. Caleb Plays, I don't think has dropped one of these yet. Real nice consistency from Caleb Plays. Overlord Mitch kind of trying to rush to neutral a little bit. Got caught by a couple things. I feel Mitch, shouldn't have. Maybe just needs to warm up a little bit, get his nerves.
Yeah, it's only game one.
About him. Yeah, exactly. It's
game
game
1.
one. You still got 6. You still have bare minimum 6 more games to play. Let's see if Overlord Mitch can make these adjustments. Just slow it up. Traverse the
he was obviously taking
neutral.
A break right there, getting a breather. Like I think he just needed some time to like just get himself like in the groove. I feel.
Absolutely.
But we'll see these adjustments. I feel like Eltnum wins this matchup. Like a big thing I feel is the fact that Eltnum has ricochet, so Orie really can't stay in the air.
Yeah.
Like Orie players tend to like force functioning.
Like right there.
Right there, exactly.
Yep.
Right there.
But ends up getting caught by Jade. Yep, exactly. Okay, 3.1K, nice throw.
Nice throw
to the concentrate. Well. I like that a lot. So this is one of the things that we didn't catch a bit in the other set. These players seem like they're actually going to actively manage the vorpal. All right, so 2-2-2-2-8 eats the 6B, the net play unblock. Actually, excuse me, just the unblockables. It's not the net. It's just not. Yeah, absolutely. Anyone who says it doesn't is a goddamn lie.
Like I definitely be getting hit by that shit offline.
Okay. Ooh, ends up eating big counter hit ricochet. Oh yeah, this is big damage, and this is gonna be some nice corner carry. Plus, we filling up. We're filling up on a. Well, I was gonna say we're filling up on a bunch of the lean bullets, but I guess we're not. All right.
So when I play Caleb on Netflix, he tends to go for like his routing is good, but like his enders could be better. Like instead of just going for like Watsu 2B, he'll do 2C, he'll do 2C, 2B, and like he loses an OTG, so he can only refill like less bullets than like how many bullets you can actually like get. So his stocks good ban on the field though.
Oh man, I don't even like this thing though. It's like I don't even get exactly what Overlord Mitch was expecting there. Do you think he was just kind of expecting Caleb to just try and force his turn? Yeah.
That could have been it.
Like,
nice challenge, firm challenge though.
Ooh, nice 623C. Stay in this corner.
That was actually good. I like that better than cutting sync because cutting sync kind of moves her forward, so I felt like that would have won.
Yeah, it would have been.
Like,
it would have been really good.
The last hit of TDP is a hard knockdown anyway.
Absolutely, got the corner and got the follow-up pressure. Right now, Orie is the one doing the pressuring right now. All right, that move is not as strong against Eltnum, just due to the fact that Eltnum does have a really good horizontal projectile in 236A.
Yeah.
Normally Orie is actually plus after her sword follow. I mean after the B follow up, it's +1, but bullets. But 236A doesn't care about that. Right now, trying to press in the corner, gets 5-8 out of 214A. Good VO. 66C connects. What kind of damage is she going to be able to get out of this?
It's a pretty decent stuff. Well, he kind of did like a suspect route though. That could have been like way more damage. Okay, I like that back because Overlord Merch didn't really like commit to canceling into like Air Persona. So I actually like that. And FF has like a lot of recovery if you aren't like canceling it.
Absolutely. And it put him on the outside. I think it put him on the outside of the force function anyway. So like JC.
Oh my god, the unblockable.
All right.
He's gonna kill, but he's still gonna get good Oki.
Get some good, get some solid damage, get some nice pressure. I'm not liking that backdash. That backdash was definitely a panic backdash. I also didn't like the backdash from Overlord Mitch.
Yeah.
Overlord Mitch.
Oh my god, not like.
Oh my god, yo.
This is why Mateo KK put Eltnum bottom 5 on the tier list, bro. Oh my god.
You said Mateo put what?
Mateo put Eltnum bottom 5 on his tier
That's
list.
actually wild. I swear. Are you sure that's not an Event Hub's tier list you looked at, bro?
Nah, bro.
That's not like some Event
Immediately after Evo, bro, he posted a tier list. I will link, bro. After RVE, I will link that shit to you, bro. He put Eltnum bottom 5.
That's actually
there must be something about that character he thinks is straight up trash.
That's wild.
But
like
that was pretty unfortunate.
No, that was I've never seen that interaction happen before. Like I've never seen anything get barely clipped by 623C. I always thought that, you know, it would get the full animation regardless. But damn.
That's why I feel like cutting sync. Well, there's gonna be instances where like that shit will whip, where like 9 times out of 10 cutting sync is your best option because that's like one of her best starters. It's invincible.
And it's,
so,
it's reliable. It's pretty consistent.
Yeah, exactly.
But right now, all right, trying to play some neutral. Assault JC goes over the 2B. Goes out the 2C. Nice, good conversion right here. The bar A coming through.
See, I don't like that ender. He should just go straight to, instead of like doing 2C, 2B, he should just go straight to 2B so he gets more enhanced bullets.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I was noticing too. Caleb is actually just not maximizing the amount of, exactly like you said, maximizing the amount of bullets he could have got. That combo I know could have led to at least 11 bullets.
Like his routing, like it's pretty good for the most part. Just like his enders, like it's really hurting him. I feel. But I mean, it doesn't matter. Like it's still like pretty good. He's still playing well. He has the lead.
2-2B converted off of into the 660. 660.
I think he just tried to go for like some like net. Like he should just went like for some like basic. I feel.
Absolutely.
I mean, because like 2-2C on hit, he can just link like 2C after. He's gonna get the global cycle with VO anyways. Oh my god.
Boy. All right.
Cash out, might as well.
Absolutely, spend it. Has plenty of plus frames to be able to get this done.
Nice jump back through. I like the idea.
Absolutely. And then got over and then assaulted over and was able to hit 214A. Goes for the 6B, ends up doing it a little bit too early to meaty whiffs. All right, JC connects, wasn't able to pull anything off. The bar right now home.
It's incoming.
You can feel
6B.
it.
Okay, never mind.
No. I feel like you're right. I feel like we're gonna get like I'm calling it. It's like dash up 5A2, dash up 5A 6B. All right.
That's punish. Yeah. You can't really do that.
Damn.
Especially like when they have work where they can just like match like CS and punish.
Agreed.
But, nice.
Oh, wait, what? Did that like crouch under it? It looked like the Divine Thrust should have connected, but I don't know.
It's straight up whip.
Okay.
Yeah. Caleb, like, he'll space, like, correctly to where, like, he'll make it whip.
Nice. All right. 214A. Trying to bait the shield out right there. That's one thing that Orie players would do. They'll just do the first part of the 214 series, not cancel to anything else, and try and get the green shield to whip.
So I think he tried to 3D there for anti-air, but, like, that was just a weird angle.
Yeah, and that's one of the things about Orie's anti-air is it's really good for things coming like directly in front of her, but it's kind of iffy once stuff
She really
starts
doesn't
going
have
over
like
her
a
head.
good, like anti-air for like high, like bottom that can like cover like space like behind her.
Yeah, exactly.
Good adjustments by Caleb though.
Yeah, if it's coming directly at her, like if it's coming like far away and it's coming at her, it's going to be in front of her face. 3B is a really good button. Or even if it's like high up in the air and it's kind of at that angle, but like you said, once things are going behind her or over her head, it gets kind of sketchy.
Yeah, I agree.
Caleb pulling that out. Caleb doing a really good job. Once he's getting the pressure, getting his pressure, the amount of his offensive series that are being converted into damage seems really high. So I don't know if Mitch is just trying to take turns that, you know, trying to mash out in opportunities where he's not supposed to be, or what's going on here. but I feel like Overlord Mitch is getting counter hit quite a bit in a lot of scenarios where if he just chill out and block, he'd be fine. Um, but all right, starting up, walk forward, walk back. Overlord Mitch realizing what you said. Looks like he's realizing what you said earlier that he just doesn't have the greatest round start options, so he's choosing to play it slow.
Yeah.
Right. Assault JC connects, but wasn't able to finish it. Yeah, oh my gosh, Overlord Mitch. So one thing that's I think is really going to his detriment is the fact that he's looks like he's just fishing for the IC236B so often.
Yeah. And like he also, so this is like an Orie player like thing in general. Like they like to backdash a lot, just to like get space. The thing is like they lose so much grid just doing that. And even then, like they'll like do backdash and like set like 2-2B, and they could just shield that for easy 4 kills. But it should be kills. Yeah.
Absolutely. I agree with you. But and then to like expand upon what you were saying, like even once you get that space, in reality, what are you gonna do with it that's threatening? You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially like against Eltnum, like cover like she has ways to cover full screen. Like the only way like Orie has like something to cover like full screen is like 2-2C.
Exactly.
And even then, like you can backdash it or something like that.
All right, right now the ricochet bullets are flying, and Orie has found her way in. What? Just going for these force functions. These force functions.
I think that was just like autopilot. Because off of like counter hit 2-1-4 A, there's enough attack time where you can do like dash up 5A and like, get like a full confront with it.
Agreed.
But he's gonna get it from off this though.
Nice, pushing towards the corner. All right. Oh wow, it beats the B follow up out.
No side switch, but
all right.
We can get 6-6C and he goes for a reset.
Oh wow, no 6-2-3B. Okay, like no 6-2-3B. I'm just wondering why he got hit. I don't know if he went for a 3B or he wasn't one shot.
Oh no, he pressed the button.
Okay,
Right,
6-2-B
is coming.
Oh man, yo, that was rough. I think Overlord Mitch actually got
No, Orie, not like this. I think that's supposed to be IC B thrust.
Yeah, but I think Overlord Mitch actually thought that 6-2-3C was going to be enough to kill from there, and that's why he didn't go for a full combo. But man,
like I respect like the stage robbing, but like this section is too sick.
Agreed. Like, absolutely. Sometimes you got to go for it just to make sure they dead, right?
Right,
ooh, nice. That was a really good VO. All right, let's see what the pressure's going to be. Nice dash up 2C. 6-6C catching the backdash. All right. What?
Oh no, no 10.
I'm pretty sure that was supposed to be a 2-3.
Yeah, it was. That's like a common thing.
All right. Ooh, nice challenge on the IC6B. Yep. Okay. 2-2B. Putting the pressure on, pouring it on right now. Just doing the staggers, going for all these green shields, and Overlord Mitch not baiting any of them. Not trying to, not adjusting his pressure to try and bait any of it. Just going and feeding him grit.
Oh, good frame trap, but
mashes
he kind of flows to that build. I feel.
I'm actually really surprised because I feel he's been pretty consistent about converting off the 2-2Bs and the 6-6Bs. That was really a missed opportunity.
Wow. That was like pretty scrambly there, but like Caleb still stayed solid to take it. And I feel like there's like some like little intricacies like within that set that could like help both players. Like for the most part, their offense is good. It's just that like a lot of like confirms they're doing. They're like both these players are, like autopiloting. I feel.
Do you feel like they're autopiloting their combos, or you feel like they're autopiloting their pressure, or just in general?
Both. Because there'll be times where, like for example, Caleb plays, he got counter hit 2-2B, but he just went straight into 6-6B because he didn't think like he would get that hit.
Yeah.
And same with Overlord Mitch, like he got counter hit 2-1-4-A earlier, and instead of like doing something like dash up 5A, he just like went straight into force function. And I kind of get it. You know, you would rather like be safe than sorry in case like, you block it, but you have to be ready for that stuff. Nice 3B.
Nice 3B. Beats out the IC dive kick. Okay. Right now, just going for
nice
pressure. 2B gets the counter hit. The God button, 7 frame lows with good stagger windows. All right.
I mean, I don't agree with that meter usage, but he still gets the reload and the pressure.
Yep, gets the reload plus 11 bullets. So, you know, But we
Alright,
complain.
plus.
Yep, I'll say absolutely plus. Good VO right there. A lot of people don't know, but some of the best opportunities to reversal on people is actually when they have the plus frames,
Yeah.
because they're expecting you to just kind of forfeit your turn and allow them to continue. All right, nice 3B. Wasn't able to get anything off of it. It kind of hit at a weird angle.
Oh, good block on 60. I thought you were kidding about that.
Absolutely. And Overlord Mitch giving up the last. Yo.
Why did that work? Are you
Air throw OS, bro. Air throw.
That wasn't even air. That wasn't even air throw, but that was 2-1.
Wait, was that actually just two? Was that no? That was 2-1-4A? Was that?
2-1-4B?
I thought Overlord Mitch was off. I thought Overlord Mitch was off the ground.
He was, but like that wasn't air throw.
I was about to say, because B's the command grab though, right?
Yeah, so like air throw, like she just grabbed him and to the ground, but she did like so it was 2-1.
You're right. God damn.
That was the most. I don't even know like the words to describe that interaction. That shit was weird.
Was that B? Is that actually a thing? Is that that actually a thing? Like a fucking A air throw OS? I mean A OS?
I don't even know. That was like the weirdest interaction I've seen in this game for a minute. But he's gonna get a full confirm here. I think he's still in second, but he gets a throw. Surprised there's no 2DC immediately after the back throw. Oh yeah, they have the BO. Yeah, that's it. I think that was like, I think that whatever that 2-4 BCS was, I think that kind of mind broke him, because that was like the weirdest thing I had the liberty of seeing, like, period. The interaction was so messed up.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's only 4-1 though. Like, yeah, I'll do it that. Stuff like that. So I'm not really gonna like knock him.
I think one thing that's going really sour for Overlord Mitch. Overlord Mitch is getting really uncomfortable in these offensive situations where he's blocked. You see him kind of going for the VOs a lot, and I think it's getting predictable. Caleb is reading him really hard. The success rate of his VOs in strings, it hasn't been particularly high. So I think now it's time to transition to just blocking and just kind of hunkering down on the guys. Nice grip.
And like Caleb, like his pressure, like it's good, but it isn't really scary enough for it, like Overlord Mitch to like not be willing to chill and like block.
Well, I think that's subjective. You know what I mean? Like in the moment when Overlord Mitch is down 1-4, of course it's terrifying.
I mean, he's looking good. He's looking good this game though.
Absolutely. Starts off with the 2-3-6-A, ends up jumping over it with the JB. I'm actually really surprised. That actually punished. Nice dash under.
Side switch. There we go. Oh, he messed up the 2-2B though.
All right.
Nice interruption.
Challenges the force function. I wonder if that's only because he went for the ICFF. I'm pretty sure regular.
Yeah, there's a pretty big gap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. 2B counter hits.
This is gonna be a lot of damage.
I was saying, yeah, it's pretty close, right?
I forgot that he still had a lot of meter.
Oh yeah, from the VO. Plus, Eltnum already does mad damage, but Eltnum plus 20% damage, 20% extra damage is gonna be.
I automatically assume just to go straight into IW.
Oh yeah.
I forgot you could do like EX like 2-1-4 in the IW.
God, J214A again catching out the air. All right, 6-6C for the meatiest of overheads. All right.
Oh no, he messes it up. But it's Eltnum too. Still has pressure. A good challenge.
Absolutely.
I think he meant to do
the 2B poke out.
Yeah, I see 236A instead of 236B, or whatever which one was that? I don't know the difference.
660. Oh, you talking about which one you talking about? Oh yeah.
I think he did the wrong one. The other one would have I think it is 236A. If he did 236A, it would have hit. And he wanted that +3.
Mm-hmm. A is down, up, down. B is up, down, up.
Yeah, so it was 236A. So he wanted 236A, but he went for 236B. He wanted the +3 situation, but it was. But he got this though, with some third strike and kick confirm. He got that. Plus he had CS anyways.
Absolutely. So right now, Overlord Mitch. At this point, I'm feeling like Overlord Mitch needs to transition his game plan into from just trying to force his turn, because that's what
Hmm.
Overlord Mitch is doing, is trying to force his turn to just trying to win Vorpal Cycle, and trying to win some of these guaranteed neutral decisions with that Vorpal Cycle will allow him to take.
Yeah, I
I think you
agree.
got to start. I think you got to start slow playing it. I think you got to start slow playing it now. Trying to force your turn has gotten you nothing but counter hit and counter
Hmm.
hit and counter hit and counter hit. Now it's time for you to play defensively and start protecting space and
I
start slow
agree.
playing, bringing the Eltnum player to you. But straight out the gate, going into game 6 right
All right, you're
now.
confirmed. Pretty good route. Give it because J2 and 4 speed would have like lit. So he just went for that. It's Orie. It's like unless you're like getting that route, like for damage really isn't the best mid screen.
Yeah.
But good challenge by Caleb plays. He's gonna get this knockdown. Okay, see, I don't agree with that.
What about the meter? What about the meter usage you have?
Because he didn't really use any bullets in that combo. So like there's no reason for him to use that. He could just like after JTB just like run up for Oki. Like there's really the only reason I approve of like that ender is like if you want the 660 ender for bullets, but like he didn't really use that any bullets in that combo, so there's no reason to like.
Okay. All right. Tries to go for the
Oh.
size. Oh wow! Pushed
Yeah,
the
he was
2A
too
a bit
late.
too early.
Yeah.
It was actually, I think it was actually too early. Yeah.
Too early.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. That was good. That was good.
Caleb taking that game without actually. I think Caleb didn't even get any enhanced bullets for that
Yeah, he
round, or
didn't.
at least not many. So straight up going for the ricochet bullets, going for the plus frame, trying to protect this space. Overlord Mitch trying to find his way in, gets hit with the
That
second
was
660.
super. That 660 was super deep, by the way.
Absolutely. Whips the 2-2, whips the 2-2B. Still ends up winning this Vorpal Cycle though. So Overlord Mitch is gonna have to be kind of careful when approaching pressure this time around.
So when I see him doing that combo,
Okay.
I feel like he should just go straight into like 3B, 2 1 4B, because when you do that route, they'll fall out after that. But this should kill if he's gonna cancel the CBO. Okay, or not. Yeah, I feel like he could have killed. Do like 5C or 2C, 5C, DP, CBO. But
I can
still
kind of understand where Overlord Mitch is coming from here. I think Overlord Mitch is trying to save some meter.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to save meter, but I think that you're right though. This isn't the place. You're down
Yeah,
5.
you're
You're down like
down
5.
5-1. You have to spend that.
Yeah, no,
He's
you
gonna
got
get the reload here.
All right. And Overlord Mitch really got to be careful traversing neutral right now because for a lot of he's trying to throw out these 2-2As and 2-2Bs, but the thing Overlord Mitch Mitch has to remember is that charged bullets are not actually projectiles. They do not count as projectiles, which means Thanatos will not erase them.
Yeah.
But all right, gets the J214B in the air, wasn't able to fully convert off of it.
But I'm definitely seeing some changes in Overlord Mitch. He's kind of like playing like more patient and neutral. He's just waiting for like Caleb to like overcommit and like make a mistake.
So you feel he is actively like slowing down his gameplay and is trying to actually
Because like this game in particular is looking closer than like the previous like 3 games. But this is not good. Caleb has Overlord Mitch in the corner VO.
Nice. All right. Oh my gosh. It's too predictable with these force functions.
This should be killed. Cancel the cutting scene.
Man.
Yeah, that's wow.
Caleb plays doing such a good job reading Overlord Mitch in these situations, catching him left and right, either with the CDPs, with CDP. That was an air throw. I think that was the first air throw, time he air threw him out of it. But Overlord Mitch, it's like, so sometimes one of the things that I really like to see Overlord Mitch do is like sometimes just go for the 214A and just do nothing. Like you don't have to cancel anything else, just 214A.
Or at least like after, like he only did this one time. Like at least like after like the follow up for 214, at least like do a thrust, because if you try to punish that, if you try to like punish that gap and they do or if you try to punish like after 214B and they do a thrust, you'll get hit.
Okay.
Because the gap is like way smaller than compared to like when they do 214 or B thrust after.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him do that, and he had 4%, so he could have CS to keep his turn.
And not only that, but at that spacing, it's actually Orie's. It's really good frame advantage on the divine thrust if she does do it from after that spacing. But starting out right now, this is a set point for Caleb. If Caleb's able to close this out, Overlord Mitch has to make something happen.
Oh my God, that's not a good starter. I don't agree with that route, but you still can get the reloads from one of the. That could have been way more damage.
Oh yeah, I see 6B as a really good starter. It hurts so bad.
Yeah. This should be it. This is gonna kill. Oh no, drops it 2-2B.
Okay, man.
Oh, you have to match that. That's not push. You have to press a button. But I guess it's the 2-1-B anyways. This is a big hit.
Pressing offensive momentum. Yep, nice throw. Okay, oh, I thought he was gonna throw the 2-2C out. No, you should. If you're gonna throw the 2-2C, you should have done it right after the throw.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, Caleb plays.
A little bit of hesitation.
This is that point right here. This is the last round. If Caleb's able to take this, Overlord Mitch got to make something happen. Nice run up throw. Oh man, the last thing Overlord Mitch wants to see right now is Caleb plays ahead in terms of a Vorpal Cycle, and it looks like he's gonna take this one. Nothing Overlord Mitch is gonna be able to do about it.
All right, he gets a knockdown.
All right, gets the knockdown, but still not cashing out, not getting as many bullets as Caleb plays, not maximizing those.
I don't know what that was. He didn't need to do that. I mean, it was still his turn. Maybe it was for a VO bait, but
that's what I was gonna say. Maybe it's just a high level VO bait, and you know we just plebs, we don't understand. 6B,
that's it. Yeah,
and that's the rest of it.
That's it. Good games to Overlord Mitch, but Caleb plays. I feel like he was just he took advantage of like a lot of things in that set, like Mitch was doing on offense and defense, and like he kind of just ran with it. I feel. Like,
yeah.
Mitch was like Overlord Mitch wasn't playing particularly bad or anything. He was actually playing really good. Just that like Caleb, I felt like he was always one step ahead. I feel in that set in particular.
From what I was seeing, I feel like Overlord Mitch was just kind of being really, I guess, really predictable in a lot of instances. Overlord Mitch was going for a lot of the same setups.
Yeah,
trying to push buttons in a lot of the same places, and kept getting counter hit quite a bit by Eltnum. And we all know when Eltnum hits you with a counter hit, you don't come back from that. Like
yeah.
Oh, I will say
you're basically losing like at least like 40% off like a 2-2A counter hit.
Every touch, it's just gonna tear through your life bar. And when you give Eltnum that many opportunities to counter hit you, it's just never gonna go that
agree.
Well for you. I think the Divine Thrust, like the spacing on the Divine Thrust, could have been a little bit safer. Maybe utilize a few more footsie tools a bit better, and manage the grid cycle. I think that was the big winner. Is the big tell, because Caleb wasn't necessarily maximizing on bullets on things like that, so it wasn't oppressing through plus frames from the 236A to 236A or anything of that nature. But 2-2B, a lot of players, like when 2-2B happens, you should shield that. You should shield it. You should shield as many hits of the 2-2B as you can. It's gonna be plus regardless if you shield it, but it's pretty much free plus frames if they're doing it in block stream. It's free grid if they're doing it in block streams. So you can just mash shield and build up all that grid to dissuade them from even going from the 2-2B. But I think that there was just a lot of cycles that got away from Overlord Mitch, and that kind of led to Caleb just being able to take more grid, take more Vorpal Cycles, get more hits, convert into more damage, and then the cycle just continued throughout the course of the set. But GG's to both people. You guys, GG's to both sets of people, all 4 players. Thank you guys all so much for participating. RV, this is the 26th edition. Been going at it for about a half a year now. It's been phenomenal having everyone here participating in these events. Thank you guys all for showing up and for watching. Until next time, y'all, be easy.